Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called Upside Down BLT by Not Very Neat. And here are the rules. We have chaos construction rules where we need to divide the grid into 9 orthogonally connected 9-cell regions, and we need to place the digits 1 through 9 once in each row, column, and region. So what is an orthogonally connected region? It's basically a region where you can go from any cell in that region to any other cell in that region just by going through edges, all while staying within the region. So, for example, this is a valid orthogonally connected region, because to get from this cell to any other cell in the region, you can just go through edges, all while staying within the region. So, for example, to get to here, you just go through these edges, and you will stay within the region to get to that cell. While this is a valid region, this is not, because even though these two cells can get to each other by going through an edge, they cannot get to the rest of the cells in the region by going through edges while staying within the region. They'd have to go through a corner, or they'd have to exit the region by going through edges, neither of which is allowed. So that's an example of how orthogonally connected regions work. We have BLT sandwich sums, where a clue outside the grid gives the sum of the digits appearing between the 1 and the 9, the crust cells, in that row or column. For each clued sandwich, the two crust cells are part of separate regions. Okay. And the cells that make up the sum are part of a singular region, and they do not share a region with either of the crust cells. So, for example, say we had here a crust cell here and a crust cell here. And between them, say we had the 4. Then base for this column. We know these crust cells are in different regions, and the cells that make up the sum are in a singular region. Actually, let's not use that. Let's use the 5 here. So we can do here this crust cell and this crust cell. So they say this was like a 1 and this was a 9. And say we had 2 and 3 in between. The 1 is in one region. The 9 must be in a different region. And the 2 and 3, which add up to the 5, which are between the 1 and 9, must be in a different region than either of the crust cells. So this would be one region, this would be a completely different region, and this would be a different region than the other two regions that we've highlighted. And that's for every clue of a sandwich Sudoku that we were given. And I guess these are called BLT sandwiches. I'm not sure why this is BLT, though. But the normal sandwich clue or rule is basically the sum of the digits between the 1 and the 9 in the row or column that the clue is in add up to the number that's outside of the grid. And we have the chaos construction rule sets for these. Again, the crusts must be different regions, and the sums, the digits that make up the sum between the 1 and the 9, are in a completely separate region, but they are all in the same region. So that is how BLT sandwich sums work. And finally, we have salt and pepper Kropke dots, where digits separated by a white salt dot are consecutive and are in different regions. So this actually would not be able to work as a region, because these two must be in different regions because they have a white dot separating them. And for example, if this were 6, this would have to be 5 or 7, because these must be consecutive because there's a white dot between them. Digits separated by a black pepper dot are in a 1 to 2 ratio and are in the same region. So these two digits must be part of the same region. And say this one, say we had a 2 here, this would have to be 1 or 4 to maintain the 1 to 2 ratio that's between them. And again, they are part of the same region. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. Let's mark the boundary of the entire grid. We know white dots separate regions. And we have 33 in the first column. That means the numbers, the digits that are between the 1 and 9 must add up to 33. Well, for all the digits excluding 1 and 9, you have 35. So that means we must have between 1 and 9 every digit except for the 2. So the outer area, so the inner area here, must all be non-crust. And the outer area has to be, so we know this is all one region actually. So let's make that green. And we have a crust on the outside. So it's either going to be 1, 2, or 9. And this is 1, 2, or 9. And then we have, yeah, those are potential issues. Yeah, and we don't know what these are in between, though. Okay. These are consecutive. They cannot be 1 and 2. Because if they were 1 and 2, the problem is 9 would be guaranteed to be here. Because again, these digits, the digits on the outside have to be either crust or has to be a 2. Because 2 is excluded from the sandwich. So cannot be 1 and 2. You could have 8 and 9. The reason why it can't be 1 and 2 is 1 and 2 would be here, 9 would be here, and then the digits in between the 1 and the 9 would be at minimum 33, right? And that can't work. What else do we know? This can't be crust. If this were crust, the problem is we know the crust is in a different region than the cells that make up the sandwich. So if this were crust, it would be this would have to be a different region starting from here, and this would be a different region starting from here, and then the crust would not be part of an actual region. So this cannot be 1 or 9, it has to be 2, which makes this non-crust. So now we know this is crust, so this is a different region. This is crust, so that's a different region. I guess we can mark them as non-crust and crust. So this is definitely crust. This is crust. This is non-crust. So this must go out that way. So this is 1 or 9. This is 1 or 9. So this has to have a 2 there. This is 6 as a region. This is 1 or 9. That means between the other crust in this row must be here then. Because it can only have 3 in between. That's only the digit 3. So these are all separate regions then. Therefore, this is 1 or 9. This must have, again, 4 in between that digit and the between the two crusts, right? Because To add up to 2 and 3 and 4, you only have one unique digit because you don't have access to a 1. So that's what these all are. These are all separate regions. This cannot be 5 and 1, 9 here, or this can't be 2 digits here. So we know this is part of a sandwich. This is not. So this has to be entry here. And this is 2, 3, or 5 here. And it could be 2, 3, 2, 3 adding up to 5, or it could be 5 adding up to 5 with 1, 9 there. We don't know. Okay. These are all part of the same region. They must be able to access the crest, though. And this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are all part of the same region. We have to have access to 2, 1, and 9. The 1 and 9 have to be portions of these. And because these are both a 1-9 pair, none of these can be crusts. I guess you could do 1-9, 2, 1-9. That is possible. This is 3. These are different regions. These are non-crust then. This cannot be crust. If these are separate regions, this then has to be a separate region going out. So then these are, well, we don't know about this. This definitely has to go out here. We don't know if these are the same region. This cannot be 1 or 9 then, because if that's 1 or 9, they would have to be a different region than this, and that would block this upper left-hand region from connecting. So to add up to 21, you could have 3 digits in between. So we know these two aren't crusts, because if there's a crust here, that would only have 2 cells in between at most, when we need at least 3. And then you could have crust here, or crust here, or crust here, crust here. Either way, one of these is going to be a crust, definitely. And it cannot be 1, because 1 would have to be only consecutive with 2. So this has to be 9 with 8, guaranteed. So this is 8, 9 as a pair. This cannot be 8, 9. Okay, so this goes out this way. One of these is guaranteed to be a 1. That means outside of the sandwich, it has to be 35 minus 21, which is 14. You can't have 2, 4, 8 here, but that's fine. These digits have to be in a 1 to 2 ratio. And they are the same region. This is the same region. This is the same region. So to be in a 1 to 2 ratio, this can't be 1 or 4. So we have 2, 3, 6, 8 here. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column. So if we have 2, this would be 1 or 4. If this is 3, that would be 6. If this is 6, that would be 3, but you can't have a 3 there, so this can't be 6. If this is 2 or 8, if this is 8, it has to be 4 there. So those are the possibilities there. And again, they are part of the same region. We don't know what this is in between here. This obviously cannot be a crust, because the 5 in between has to be either 2 and 3 combined, or 5 as a single digit. So this is not crust either. This could be crust. We know that's part of a separate region. Okay, so this cannot be part of this region here, because this already has a 3. So this must go out here, and therefore this is a boundary there. Let's start coloring what the regions are. So this is going to be green, this is red. This has to be light going here. This, I guess, will make medium or pink. We actually don't know what this one is, so this is going to... Well, let's make that pink, I guess. Green needs access to 1, 9, and 2. Okay, so red is going to have to be at least a portion of this or this, because it can't exit out any other way, right? This is 5 at most. That's not between one of these cells. Remaining digits of row 1 are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have 1 as a possibility in one of those two spots. No 4 here, no 3 here. Remaining digits of column 3 are 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, okay, where can red be? Red could technically be all part of this region. That could be, it could be part of both of these 1 to 2 ratios. This 1, 9 is a different region than 4. So is that. That's a different region. Remaining digits of row. Remaining digits of row 2 are 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting. So say this was a 1. Then we have a major problem there, right? So if this was 1, that would mean this is a different region. The problem is light has to go either out that way or this way. But the problem is if it included the it has to include the 1 in that scenario. And the problem is then it would have to go out this way. This would have to be either part of the region or it would basically it just has to be part of that region. And then we have a 1, 9 pair here with a 1 guaranteed in that cell. So that cannot be the actual 1 then. So 1 has to be here. That's red. This has to be then 9. I shouldn't be making that red. This is just basically bordered here. This is region. This is 9. That's 8. So these add up to 21. So it's 6, 7, which eliminates 6, 7 in the rest of the row. 6, 7. I still don't understand that meme. Anyways, this is 1. So this has to be either part of the light region and then goes out this way, or it's part of a separate region with this going out this way. So either way, this has to be a different region than this, or a different digit than a different region than this, right? So these are all part of the same region. So we'll make that medium. This is dark. It has to go out. And orthogonally connect. So this is interesting then. How do we break down this? So this is going to be, again, if this connects to here, it cannot be part of the same region as the 1. So the 1 has to go out that way. If it connects to the 1, this has to be a separate region. So we'll make this yellow and this orange. So one of these is going to be a different region. We don't know which. This yellow has to go out this way. Orange, we don't know. Could go this way or it could go this way. Um, 6, 7, and 8 go here. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the column. One can't be here, but 9 could. And this has to be so this is either 9 here, which makes this 5 and 1, or it's 2 or 3. So we know the rest of row 4, besides these 3 cells, can be 1 or 9. So this could be any digit. These have to be not 1 or 9. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No 3 here because of 3 in the column. No 8 here because of 8 in the column. So this has to be either yellow or pink. I'm not sure which. What else do we have? If orange goes this way, it has to go out this, and then medium has to go out that way. Otherwise, this could be medium. So one of these, again, is part of light. We're not sure which one. Oh, this can't be yellow. So this must be pink. So these are separate regions. So pink has to go down here. This is a different region than pink. So this is going that way. So this is a boundary here. This is a separate region. It cannot be green. So the regions have to be different regions than each other, right? Are part of separate regions. So this is something completely different. It could be part of red. Can it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, because pink then can't be a fully formed region. So this has to be a separate region itself. So then this has to exit out. We're losing we're losing a lot of regions here. I guess it could be part of orange. That's my guess. My guess is orange is going to be going around here, and then this is going to be light. But I could be wrong. We'll see. Pink has to continue out here. Pink has to continue out here. That means green is one of these two. So green cannot go 1, 2, 3 here, because then this has to be part of that region, and that would be too many cells. So green has to go out this way. So that's green, which makes this 1, 2, and 9. Actually, I guess this doesn't have to go that way. But we know this part is green. So this is green. This must be part of red, because the red has to exit out somewhere. And 1 could go here. So that's the reason why. So that's 1, that's 2, which eliminates 2 in the rest of the column. Pink has to get out here then. So this is pink. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then could go down here. We just know this is boundary here. This is boundary here. And the green could go either here or here. We're not sure which. Therefore, this must be red in all instances, because there's no other place for This can't go to any other region because it's blocked by red and green. And of course, green is only missing a 9. So this is red or green. This could be red, green, pink, or some other color. And one of these is a 9. This is not part of the yellow region. These are in a 1-to-2 ratio. This is 1. This cannot have a 4 or a 3 in it. So remaining digits in the pink region have to be 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And obviously 1 cannot be any of these. So for the pink, it has to be either here as a... We need a 1. And okay, it has to be here. If it goes down, that we'll see a 1 there. If it goes that way, that'll see a 1 there. So this is guaranteed to be a 1 then, no matter what. This can't be 9. This can't be, because it has to be between... 5 has to be between the 1 and the 9 here. These can't be 5 for that same oh, wait. You could have 2 and 3. You could have 2 and 3 between the 1 and the 9. Okay. This is in a 1-to-2 ratio. There's no 1, so it's 2, 4, 3, 6, or 4, 8. That's possibilities. Remaining digits of column 2 are 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No 9 here. Actually, this could be 9. This does have to go out either here or here for the medium gray region. Pink can go either here or here. This is part of the same region, so it has to be that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, this could go out. Yellow could go out this way, and this orange could go that way, and that's possible. This could go down though. This is in a 1-to-2 ratio, so we have 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 there. These are consecutive. These are consecutive. But they are a wide variety of things. What can this be? 2 could be next to 1 or 3. 4 can be next to 3 or 5. 5 can be next to 4 or 6. Can't be 4 here, though, because of 4 in the row. 6 can be next to 5 or 7. 7 can be next to 6 or 8, and then that's 9. Okay. Let's say this was part of this region here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It can't go around further. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is possible. Or this could be a completely separate region. We don't really know. It's just not the same region as yellow. It's not the same region as pink. That's all we know there. Oh, this can't go... Either way, this cannot go up here. So this actually is a separate region. Interesting. So this cannot be either one of these. Because if it went up there, these are definitely different regions than this, essentially. And therefore, it cannot connect that way. So then this could go down. How does this connect then? If this is 2, 3, it cannot be part of the light region because we already have a 2 in that cell. So say this was 2, 3. If we have 2, 3, and this is 1 or 9, these would be different regions. Obviously, these would be different regions. 2, 3 could not be part of the light region. So it could not do something like this. So we could not have this going out. Yeah, we can't have orange going out this way. It can't be part of this region here. So this is not part of light. It has to be part of the other region here. Well, say we had this as part of that. Then this can never actually form a full region. So this has to be part of the yellow. Obviously no 2 here. Then the thing is, this can't connect to the light. So we try to have this as this part here. But then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cells only. So it can't be part of that. It must be part of the yellow region then. And therefore it can't be part of light. So this must be part of light here. So we'd have to have light go this way. Oops. Light go here. Yellow has to get out this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This has to be a different region because it can't go there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would be light. Medium would have to go out that way. And then we could have 1, 9, 5, and 1, 9, and that could work. This would have to be 6, 7, 8 because that's what we're missing in the light region. So far, this is looking fine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yellow would have to go down. That would be 9. You'd have medium, medium. This would be all dark. So far, that's looking fine. I was hoping that would lead to a contradiction, but right now, no. Okay, what happens if this is 5 and this is 9? We'd have region, region. This would be a region border here. So this would have to be part of yellow. This would have to be a different region then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This cannot be... Okay, so if this were essentially part of... It has to be part of yellow. Say the light were all part of one region. The problem is... So either way, this has to go this way. Right? If you have yellow here, yellow has to escape out. It cannot be a full 9 cells here because we are guaranteed 5 here, and this would be 5. And that's not allowed. So this would have to be portioned out that way, and yellow would have to go here. Which means that orange has to go out that way either way. So either way, that this is 2, 3, 2, 3, that's 9. I think this is always part of yellow then. If this is 2, 3, 2, 3, can't be part of this because that's only 8 cells as a region. If this is 5 and 9, it has to be part of yellow. So this is always part of yellow. And it would be light if it has to go that way, and it has to go here. Actually, it doesn't have to. We know orange always has to go this way, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So yellow always goes here. So 2, 3, 2, 3. So this is always yellow. Therefore, that's a boundary. We know this is a boundary there. So this always goes that way. It has to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So gray has to always go this way. Dark has to go this way. So dark has to exit out, so that's fine. This is always boundary. This is always boundary. This can't be 6 or 7. We don't know what's required here. So again, if this is 5, then that forces this. Oh, if this is 5 though, that doesn't work. So if this is 5, this can't be 5. And this must be part of the light region. Well, no, not necessarily. So therefore, this is never part of this light region here. If this is 2, 3, obviously they are part of the same region, and 2 cannot be part of that region. So then yellow's different. If it's 5, this can't be 5. We are guaranteed a 5 in the light region. So yellow is never part of the light region. Therefore, this is always part of the light region. So this has to connect then always here. So this has to be 6, 7, 8 as a triplet, which eliminates 6, 7, 8 in the rest of the row. And this is done as a region. So this is always going to be done as a region. 1 eliminates 1 in the rest of the region. So this is 9. This is 1. 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 1, which makes this 9. These are different regions. It's consecutive with 6, 7, or 8, so no 1 or 3 here. So either this is 2, 3, 2, 3, and this exits that way, or this is 5, 9, and this exits out that way. So this is always going to be part of that cell there, or part of this region. One cannot be any of these. So we could have 9 something 1, potentially. 9, 5, 1. So either... So there cannot be region here. Or, sorry, there can't be crust here. Because they would have to be a separate region. This could go down. So we don't know about this portion. Either way, this is either 9, 2, 3, and 1. This could also be 9, 5, and 1 there. And then this could be any number of digits. So it would be 2, 3, 6, 7, or 8. Or this is 9 and that's 1 there. So we could have 9, 5, 1 there. So this is either 9, 2, 3, 1, 9, 5, 1, and then no, it cannot ever be 9. Yes, it could. It could be 9, 5, 1, and these are separate regions. So that's possible. 9, 5, and 1, or 9, 5, and 1. So those are the possibilities there. Remaining digits in row 3 are 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because again, none of them can be 9. Orange could go down this way. This cannot be orange. So this could be part of dark. Well, this can't be part of dark. It could be part of a separate region, though. Some blue region. Oh, 9 is here, which means this can't be 9. So we know this is 2, 3 as a pair. So this is the same region then, and this is a separate region. So we know this is 1. That eliminates 2 and 3 in the rest of the row. No 2, no 3. No 2 or 3 in the rest of the yellow region. This is a separate region. It's not the same as orange. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then that must be yellow there. So we know this cannot be 2 or 3. This has to be a boundary here because there's no other way to get a sandwich here. So this must be 9, 5, and 1. So this goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It cannot reach the 1. So medium goes here. This is looking like it goes all the way down. But let's not count our hit chickens yet. No 9 here because of 9 in the row. No 5 here. This then has to be 7 with another digit. Cannot be 6, 7 because that would eliminate all possibilities for that cell there. So this is 7, 8, which eliminates 7 here. So that's 6, which makes that 7. So no 7 here, no 7 here. 5 eliminates 5 here. 5 here. This can't be 6 or 7 because of 6, 7 in the region. So this is 4, which eliminates 4 here. So that's 2, which eliminates 2 in the rest of the row. No 4 in the rest of this row. This cannot be part of orange. So this must be a blue region, and it can't be part of gray. This has to be 1 or 3 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be 9 also. 1, 3, or 9. Okay. Where's 4 in the yellow region? It has to be here. So this is 4, which makes that 5. No 4 here. We have a 3, 5 pair in row 1, which eliminates 3, 5 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 5. It's 4, which eliminates 4 in the rest of the column. So no 4 there. So this has to be yellow here, which means this can't be pink. Whereas pink, it has to go here. So that's pink, which means green has to go here. And that's a 9. That eliminates 9 in the rest of the column. Pink needs access to a 9, so this is 9. That means that's done as a region. So is green. Red has to go out somewhere. We don't know where. No 4 here, so no 2 or 8 here. Because it has to be in a 1 to 2 ratio again. This is boundary. Medium gray needs access to 1, 3, and 9. This can't be 5 because of 5 in the column. Remaining digits in column 9 are 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. No 2 here because of 2 in the row. We have 7 1s. Where are the remaining 1s? It has to be one of these two and one of these two. Okay. Orange needs access to a 1. Orange cannot access the 1 here. So the orange has to get to one of these, right? Because if it tries to access this way, blue is going to be not a full region, which is not allowed. So the gray has to be one of these ones here. The orange has to reach this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it can only access that as a 1. So that's 1 there. Therefore, this can't be 1 here. So this is 1 here. That means this can't be 1. Remaining digits of column. Column 8 are 3, 6, 7, and 9. No 9 in either of those spots. These digits have to be consecutive. So 3 can be with 2 or 4, 6 can be with 5 or 7, but 7 can't be here because of 7 in the column, and 9 can only be with 8. So the pink has to have a 2. It has to have 2 here then, which means this can't be 2. This digit is the same as that then. This must be access to the 1. So this yellow definitely has a boundary here and here, because it needs all the digits to get to yellow here. That means it could do something like that, but that's the most you can do. So blue has to go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So blue has to get out here to exit out. Therefore, gray cannot go here, then I could go here, then here, but it needs access to 3 and 9. So it can't go that way. It has to be these two. So this must be a 3, 9 pair. This can't be 9 because of 9 in the column. So this is 3. That's 9. 9 is only consecutive with 8. That eliminates 8 here. So this is 6. This can't be 6 or 8. It's 5. This has to be a 1. We have 2 and 4 remaining in column 7. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the row. So that's 4. That's 2. That eliminates 2 from being here and here. No 4 in the rest of this row. The rest of this row is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. This must be part of blue because you need to connect the blue somehow. So that's blue. Medium gray is done as a region. Dark has to go down here. And dark could potentially go... No. Dark cannot go here because of... Well, blue doesn't have enough cells. So yellow can only be there at best. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's blue. And 8. So this has to go 9 there. This is dark. So this is a full region there. This is boundary. No 9 here. So the rest of blue is 3, 6, and 7, which means the rest of blue here cannot be 3, 6, or 7. It has to be 2, 5, and 9. We don't have access to a 9 anywhere in row 5 except for here. So this is 9. We need a 2. So it could go 2 here, potentially as blue. We don't know. We do know orange has to go this way now, though. So this is going to be a boundary here. 3 eliminates 3, 6 as a pair. So this must be 4 with either 2 or 8. 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of the row. Also no 4, no 3 or 4. No 3, no 3 or 4. 8 eliminates 8 from the rest of row 6. 7, 8 as a pair. 6, 7, 8 eliminates 6, 7, 8 in the rest of the column. This 9 eliminates 9 here. Remaining digits of column. This is guaranteed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So either this is blue or this is blue. Orange does have to go down here, and orange could be either of these. And red could be any of these. So these are guaranteed to be red. Remaining digits here or orange cannot have 4. So it has to be 2, 3, or 5, which means this is guaranteed to be 4 here. Which means 4 is guaranteed to be part of red. This cannot be then 2, 4, or 4, 8 because of the guaranteed 4 in the red region. This is 3, 6 as a pair, which eliminates 3, 6 in the rest of the red region. And the column, so this can't be 3, this is 2. That makes this 3. The 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 8. 3, 6 is a pair, eliminates 3 there, so it's 5, which makes that 3. 5, 6, and 8 eliminate 5, 6, and 8 here, so this is 7, which makes this 8. That makes this 6 because we already have a 5 in the row, or the region. 6 eliminates 6 here. 8's consecutive with only 7 out of 7 or 8, so this is 8 here. No 6 or 8 here because of 6 or 8 in the column. Remaining digits of column 5 are 2, 5, 7, 9. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column. No 8 here because of 8 in the row. This has to be 2 and 3 remaining, and therefore this is 2 here. This is 3 here. That eliminates 3 in the rest of the column. That eliminates 2 in the rest of the column. We have 5, 6, 7 triplets in the pink region, so therefore the pink region cannot contain 5, 6, or 7. So this is 8. No 8 here. This has to be 6, 7 as a pair. This is 5, 6, 7 as a triplet, which eliminates 5, 6, 7 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 6 or 7. It's 2, which eliminates 2 in the rest of the column. 2 eliminates 2 here. Okay. 9 eliminates 9 here. We need access to a 3 in row 6, and none of these can be 3 because of 3's in the row or column or region. Sorry, it'd be region and column. So 3 has to be here, which eliminates 3 in the rest of the column. 4 cannot be here. Where's 4 in column 9? It must be here, so that's 4. We have a 5, 7, 8 triplet in the red region. So this eliminates 5, 7, and 8 in the rest of the region. We also need access to a 4 in row 6, so 4 has to be there. That can't be 4. We have a 5, 7, 8 triplet again in the red region. That eliminates 5, 7, 8 in the rest of the red region. This can't be 5 or 7, it's 9. So the red needs access to a 2. And it can be either of these. 9 eliminates 9 in the rest of the column. Okay. We have a guaranteed 6 in one of these two cells here, so this cannot be 6 because there's no other place for 6 in row 6. That means 8 eliminates 8 here. This becomes a 5, 7 pair, which eliminates 5 and 7 in the rest of the column. No 5 or 7 here. It's 6, which makes that not 6. This is definitely boundary. Orange, we have a 5, 7, 8 triplet in column 3, which eliminates 5, 7, 8 in the rest of the column. This can't be 5, 6, 5 or 7, so it's 6, which means this can't be 6. It's 5 or 7 as a pair. um, okay. We have a 6-7 pair here, 5-7 pair here. Okay. If this is red, it has to be 2. Which means this can't be 2. This would be 2 here. And blue, but then this can't be red here. So this cannot be red. This has to be orange. Since this is orange, that's full there. This can't be orange, that's blue, which means this can't be blue, it's red. So that's done as a region. Blue cannot have 3, 6, or 7 in the rest of the region, so this is 5, that's 2. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 7. No 2 or 5 here, it's 3. No 2 or 7 here, it's 5. No 5 or 7 here, it's 2. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 6 and 3. Neither of these can be 3. Where's 3 in the blue region? It must be there. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 7, which eliminates 7 here, so it's 5, which eliminates 5 here, so it's 7. That means this can't be 7, it's 6 and 7. This can't be 7, this can't be 7. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 7 and 6. This can't be 5, 6, or 7, so that's 8, which makes this 6, which makes that 8. This can't be 6, 7, or 8, it's 5. This can't be 5 or 7, it's 8. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 7, which makes this 5. And that's a solution. Yeah, this was a little tricky. I think I would classify this as hard. Some of the logic in this is not that intuitive. Particularly a lot of the geometry here is not that necessarily that intuitive. So I think I would classify this as a hard difficulty puzzle, not a challenging level one. Still, really cool use of the BLT sandwich region restriction. That was a pretty interesting way to get the regions. And yeah, just overall, pretty cool setting here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.